Okay, so welcome to the first session of Solar Trash. Which I'm just temporarily calling you guys.
What a name.
Because what are you but a pile of solar trash?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so there will be a lot of little details that we'll discover along the way about the different races, about the galaxy of the cigar, which is where we find ourselves. And we don't have to worry too much. If you have thoughts or questions, you can ask them, and they will sprout into being. We will discover as we move uh, what's around and what lives here. But we find ourselves as we begin. Oh, I guess one contextual thing I do want to tell you guys is that within the galaxy of the cigar, murder is frowned upon. Primarily because there's a certain sanctity of life that everyone generally believes in. That doesn't mean people don't beat the ever living shit out of each other, but things like guns don't really kill people. You got like weird stun lasers and beanbag pellet gun things that hurt like a bitch and will knock you the fuck out if you get hit by it too much. But people are fragile and ships are fragile too, and nobody wants to blow up a ship that they're on. So, generally speaking, the goal of others and hopefully yourselves is not to kill people, but to beat them up, steal their stuff, and then an especially common practice among groups such as the Gambino family is marooning, kidnapping someone, throwing him out on a random planet, and saying, "Good luck, kid.
Yes. Yep.
Have
True.
fun. Have a nice
Accurate.
week. Have a nice year on this planet."
Enjoy the
Um,
sand.
Enjoy Tatooine, bitch. um, which also, I guess, um, begs the note that just about every planet within the cigar that is not like a gas giant or covered in acid, has life on it and is habitable by people. Habitable being
This
in big old
place is
quotation marks.
weird.
It
What,
is
Tim?
it is well terraformed.
Or there's like 10 people on one planet.
Yeah, exactly. Like there might not be a lot of people, but like every planet has creatures and people on it that exist. So there's there's a damn near infinite, I mean, reasonably infinite, supply of planets and peoples and cities and places to visit. So keep that in mind as you move. There's always more places to hide, and yet the galaxy feels so small because somehow people keep finding you. Classic. But we find ourselves as we begin on an as of yet unnamed ship. It is small. It contains a central bridge, which has room for like 6 or 7 people to hang around and look at. Never said there's any work to do, but you can look around. You can look like you're pretending to do work. Where there are
There's time to lean,
panels,
there's time to clean.
yeah, exactly. There's a little autopilot built in. Not
necessary.
But then off the bridge is just a big old cargo bay. Cargo bay and the engines just sitting out in the open. That's exciting. They're loud, they rumble, they rattle, and they're ugly as hell. They also smell like dead fish for some reason. Not sure what planet this ship came off of, but it's stanky.
It's stanky like the ocean.
Mm-hmm. And then off to one side, off of the cargo, is your living space. It is basically a single room that happens to have a small kitchenette, and bunk beds. There's like a loft that is just the sleeping area. There aren't really private rooms. It's just like you slot into one of the little. It looks just like a storage space. There's just like storage bins that are like where you sleep.
There a
Um,
bathroom on this ship?
Sure, there's a little porta potty in the living space. One corner dedicated to it.
That seems
You shower with the
suspicious.
sink. Just scrub a little bit. General space sci-fi stuff. There is gravity in your ship. You're not just floating around everywhere.
Ooh.
It's very simple, but yeah,
It's way
the ship
less fun.
is technically a skipper. Just a little. It's made to hop planet to planet and ferry either a handful of people or a handful of goods, and that's basically it.
Not very right.
Not both.
Now, how you acquired it. You were
Yes.
given this ship by a man named Gory Lamorgue.
Rory Lamori.
Yeah, Gory Lamorgue.
Uncle Gory.
hmm
I
He
don't think
is
he's my uncle.
he's a race coordinator on the planet you just came from that doesn't have a name right now. I
Is
just
he
realized
TT's
I
uncle?
didn't give it a name. We'll come back to that. But it is the planet that you all found yourselves on as you collided into each other by fate. Wink, wink.
Ha!
I
said the
don't
thing.
believe in fate. Ha 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 ha.
But good old TJ Gear went up to Gory Lamorgue and was like, "Hey man, I need a ship, real quick like." And Gory was like, you're a good kid. I got a ship for you." And he gave me this piece of shit.
Nice.
Perfect.
But
I like it already.
his note was, "You can have it, but you gotta make a delivery for me first."
Oh fuck.
And with that, he handed you a box. It's probably about 2 feet by 2 feet. Wooden crate. On the side is the big red letters, "Fragile." And he says to you, "You gotta get this package to Squeeza Moral on New Callisto. He's a tough guy. Don't break this." And he hands you the package.
What's his name?
I'm gonna break it.
Squeeza. You ask around the
Squeeza?
planet, Doc Squeeza. Don't call him nothing else.
Squeeze. Oh boy.
He's a doctor.
I'll squeeze your face.
Ah,
He's the duck. He says, not answering your question.
He's a duck.
the duck. Squeeze of the duck.
Duck Squeezer.
Squeeze of the noise.
Oh yeah, Weezer, my favorite band.
But having handed you this package and seen you off, you get the feeling that he was really just trying to get rid of this ship because it's more trouble than it's worth to try to refit
Nice. He is a thoughtful man.
it. As you're looking over it and being like, "Holy shit, this thing still runs." But y'all pack yourselves in and set off to New Callisto.
Is there a med bay in the ship?
I
You're
don't see a
funny.
med bay. I sort of look at one of the tables in the living space, maybe. Maybe
Yeah,
cargo and engineering, like a rack. This could be a nice med bay.
Set like a little. I have like a few metal cases with me, and I'm like, I look around, and I drag over like a table into the corner, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
This will do.
Come on,
Yeah,
boys. Let's get our things.
I kind of poke my head around and I say, this corner seems less dank than all the others. If you want to set up here,
Yeah. And I open the box, and inside you just see like a bunch of like beeping medical equipment.
Mm.
Passing
look-
by, you see you see me carrying, well,
Oh.
not me, but some small uh child-sized I don't even know what
Space boys.
space boys.
Space boy.
Astro
Carrying all sorts
boys.
of like what looks like pretty put together things, you know? What's the word for when you stuff a bunch of junk together and make something that works?
Jury rigged.
Crafting? I don't
Jury
what?
rigged. Yeah.
Jerry
Some
rigged.
rather jerry rigged equipment.
Right. So yeah, as these small men who, I mean, they walk sort of like children, oddly enough. But as they're bringing things on board, I assume Astrid, you're doing some degree of flight checking.
Yes. Yeah. Astrid, like, make that. Are we doing third person, or are we referring to ourselves
You
as
can
like
do
I?
either,
I have
whenever
me,
you're
but you
comfortable.
can do you.
Okay. Yeah. So I like, go to the bridge and I'm just kind of inspecting it, and I'm just like, oh god, this is the ship I have to fly.
Yeah.
Oh,
Under
what
one of
is
the
that?
panels, you see like a pile of wires hanging down, and you inspect it and realize that somebody definitely pulled a radio out of here.
Great. Our comms box is gone. Perfect. This is okay.
Just
This
like
is
home.
I guess this. Yep. She
I
keeps
I
looking around.
I look at the young woman. We haven't really met yet, have we?
uh, I'm still kind of just like poking my head around, and I just like wave my hand and I go, "No, I don't think so. What's your name?"
Hi, my name is Willie. Nice to meet you. And this is Sleepy right here. And I pull aside one of the
Okay.
children-sized space boys. Um, seems to have like eyes closed painted on his space helmet with little Z's coming over the side. This is Sleepy. You can ask for him for help if you need anything. He likes to hang out in the navigation.
I turn around slowly and I look back at this little creature, and I'm just like, "Why are there children aboard? What is that? I don't keep him out of my bridge, please."
No, he is very good. Just ask him for anything and he'll
No,
help you.
I'm so good, thanks.
Well, I guess you can go on break, Sleepy. At which point it just sort of sits down against the
10,
wall.
10 just slowly droops.
Just powers down. The
I
fuck?
guess he's okay with that too.
What the? What is that? Now
Um,
she's kind of interested, and she's like, is he okay? Does he need a juice
Oh,
box?
he's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh,
Well,
a juice box? You have juice box here?
no,
We
but you
love
should go
juice
find
box.
one.
Oh,
Oh my
I don't. I sort of like ruffle through my pockets and like open them out. A little dust ball flies out.
Yeah, maybe
wish
my
I had
cute
a
nurse
juice
friend
box.
has a juice box, so why don't you go bother someone else? And she just keeps like tinkering with stuff inside the bridge.
Cute nurse friend?
yeah, right. Um, yeah, Ella's. I'm gonna say Ella set up in the bottom right corner of the cargo and engineering area. And I imagine what one or two of the little willies are helping her set up back here.
Sorry, I'm a child.
Yeah, that would probably be Doc.
Doc, literally.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, who would have thought? um, and you like she's silently just like handing Doc stuff, and he goes over and sets it up, and then like one moment it's just like an empty table with a bunch of like those boxes. The next moment you have like a screen where it's like beeping with like the health thing and all that stuff.
Yeah, I sort of look at you and just sort of like squint my eyes. I feel like we have met somewhere before.
She tilted her head to the side. Have we?
Did you ever work with VitaCore? I say, squinting my eyes.
A distant
Ella
ping pong.
taps her nose, thinking. I mean, I've had a lot of freelance gigs. It's possible. And then she like pulls up, like kind of like a high tech iPad kind of thing, and starts scrolling through it, looking back through her jobs. VitaCorp, VitaCorp, VitaCorp. Yes, here. Yeah, I had one a few years back.
That's a shame. They're all bitches.
I imagine that's why you're here, right?
Mm.
Well,
Doc also.
Doc,
You know,
Doc
she's-
nodding like.
You notice they do it sort of in sync.
She puts down this iPad thing to the side, and then starts pulling out these like stainless steel like tools. I'd like to imagine, Sam, like the scalpel is like a thing where you like click it and then it's like a laser.
I was gonna say like a switchblade.
No, like like
Got a
all the tools
switchblade
for
scalpel.
medical stuff is like a
Like a
laser kind of
Yeah,
thing.
shit's just like suspended plasma cutting.
Yeah,
through-
yeah. And you just see like she organizes them on this
Oh.
like tray.
Well, my name is Willie. It's nice to meet you.
Ella, she says, extending her hand gracefully, as if like like how you would take a princess.
Hands touch.
And
Realization
mind.
enters the mind. Oh, Ella, pink hair girl from the CD bar, right? Back on, well, where we were.
on
Oh!
the planet.
Wait,
Sorry.
you're the one, and we went on that crazy little.
I don't remember what happened that night. I figure it's best to leave it in the past.
Well, it is nice to see you again. Glad
Nice to
you're
see you
doing
too,
well.
pink hair girl. It's so quite a coincidence. How do you know that grumpy space pilot lady?
Oh, we
Oh.
just
Whoa.
happened to run into each other.
Oh.
I'm a doctor, so I found her injured and had to help. You know how it is.
Oh, still doing your freelance gig.
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
yeah, for free too.
I can't
so
just
funny.
not help somebody who's in pain.
Well,
You know,
it's good that you found her then. She probably needs some niceness in her life.
Aw, well,
So
We're lucky
Astrid
to
walks
have
through the door this time and she's like, "I'm sorry. What was that?"
Oh, hi.
Ella
Hey,
tilts her head to the side and says, "Hi, Astrid."
hey, Pinky. And she kind of like saunters over to Ella's like doctor bag, and she's kind of like low key rummaging through it, just not really saying, just kind of looking through it.
What you looking for?
Do
Anything I
you,
can get you?
yeah, do you have like you're a doctor, you have drugs, right? Do you have any any uppers in here by chance? She's kind of like rummaging through. My back still really hurts. It's oh god. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, painkillers. Let me look.
Yes,
And
that would be great.
she opens like a little like cabinet that like extends, and you pull it out, and she like starts rummaging through. You hear like shaking of like pill bottles. This should help. And then she does that thing that they do with like at pharmacies where they like split it. And she's
Whoa.
like, just take 2 a day, like 6 hours apart, and you should be good.
So I feel like I'm gonna be in a little bit more pain than that.
Oh,
Turning around, you see both Doc and Willie doing the same thing she was as soon as you opened your medical cabinet.
yeah. Ella like taps
Just-
her nose.
Taking stock, of course.
I
Tap, tap.
I added a new trouble aspect, guys.
Oh,
Added that.
Is
no,
it
she's-
a drug addict by chance?
Got a need for speed.
Ella taps her nose and says, well, "Let me do a medical check on you. Here, come sit, come sit."
Oh no, I have to prep the ship, so if I could just get that to go, that'd be great,
Well,
sweetheart.
I can't to prescribe you
I
anything.
think you
if I-
can. I think it's okay.
We both
Rich,
looking
you know
at
I
you
love
judgingly.
you.
So, as
She just-
this stalemate resolves somehow, uh,
Perhaps
hear
by TJ entering.
the engines of the ship finally rumbling to life. And TJ, you're on the ship. What are you doing
Oh.
during this area? You, of course, are carrying the 2-foot by 2-foot wooden crate given to you by Gory Lamorgue.
Sorry.
Yeah, I do. As you enter the ship, I sort of like run over, abandoning that conversation, leaving it to Doc, and I say, "Oh, TJ, can I help you with anything?"
Oh god.
Oh god, oh god.
Well, I guess I would have just finished putting my motorcycle onto the ship.
Okay, so instead of bringing the box on, you've already done that. We see
Yeah.
you dragging
I would be
this
coming
motorcycle
from like
up.
whatever. Yeah. Take this box. Don't open it. Keep it away from the children. Just
Okay,
put it in like the
everybody.
fucking put it in the driver's or the pilot. See, I don't.
Put it in the cockpit, or maybe not in the cockpit.
Oh,
Sort of like
It'll be
Uh,
fine on the
We're in
bridge.
sliding
space.
glance
Respectable
backward.
people call it the bridge.
the
Yes.
bridge.
It'll be fine on the bridge, away from your kids. and,
More than
like,
just
now
cocking
we
at
have a
it.
ship full of children.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Well, they're not quite children, but I guess it's okay to consider them something like that.
Let's not tell the authorities that.
Speaking of things we're not telling, and Asher kind of like makes her way across the room towards TJ, kind of like
Eh.
in a menacing manner. This is the ship that you decided a famous racer. This is the ship you pulled.
Yeah,
This
it's great,
ship.
right?
Hold on.
No,
We're
I
talking.
know it's a fixer-upper. Okay. Okay.
Bit of a fixer-upper.
I think I saw a space rat somewhere.
Yeah. What are we supposed to like outrun a tin can in this? What are we supposed to do with this?
Grumpy,
We
get on
can do whatever we want. This ship.
So fly it into the sun. Got it. Okay. Where are we taking this to?
Have you had a ship before this?
Yes.
Was it? Where's that ship now?
A lot fucking nicer than that.
Well, where is?
You don't have to worry about where that ship is.
Do
okay? I
you
can't-
see any other ships we
I
can
can't-
use?
No, but this is whatever.
This is what we got.
Fine.
And then I point at Bailey or Ella. And by the way, who is that?
Hi,
It's
I'm
Pinky.
Ella, and she extends her hand for a handshake.
Right.
I'm a doctor.
Literally told you she was coming, TJ. We had
I
this
don't feel like you did.
I did. It's in our adventure notes, Tim.
I feel like this was a surprise.
No, I told you one of the conditions is that I had a stowaway with me, and I told you she was a doctor.
Well, her plus the 7 other stowaways.
Yeah, these kids, I don't know nothing about that.
Hey,
Don't look
This isn't
him
a
in the eye.
daycare.
I
This is
raised
my
my
ship.
hand too.
Do we have to feed them?
Oy vey. Yeah, do they
I
eat?
will handle their food.
Okay.
Somehow. You mentioned there were space rats, right?
We hear a suspicious scurrying from behind.
What?
Curry.
I'm gonna put
see-
this away.
You see a rather
Oh.
angry-looking space boy holding a rat by the tail in the corner, dragging it away.
Hold on,
Hand
wait.
covered in blood.
I have this. I made an ass. I don't know if this works.
I made an ass.
Actually, this is a stunt. Actually, probably doesn't make sense. Um, but I wanted to have like an aspect of being like having mother instinct. So especially for the little willies.
Oh my
So it's
god.
like, oh no, you don't need to eat that. And then like out of my bag, I fish out from somewhere like a little box of crackers for him.
Aw,
Ooh,
cute.
those animal
Here
crackers.
you
Well,
What do you?
Suddenly, the
Let's
the,
not
the
let that.
crowd of 6 of the 7 Willies come forming around Ella.
Astrid's kind of
Let's
peeking
okay.
over the willies to be like, "Are those animal crackers?"
Let's get this show on the road.
You see them like take it and stuff it into a pocket, and they all scatter.
They're the rats of the ship.
One of them with pink eyes and a little bit of like blushing things on its cheeks, takes
bit of
it
blushing
very
thing.
shyly, and then runs away.
Why is this my life?
Remember,
Oh, that one's fine.
don't touch the box.
Oh wow.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, the fox.
It's
Got it.
Oh,
Especially you, bashful.
it just fell out.
I know you like bashing shit.
It's in the name.
Well, let's get this thing in the air, into space, and let's get the hell out of
Yes!
here.
Astrid, I'm so excited to see you fly this thing.
Oh.
Thing.
Wait, I
specific-
thought that TJ was flying.
I thought Ellen was the pilot.
No.
I'm not flying.
Why would
Oh.
he be the pilot?
Oh, I've
This-
seen his skills. I
This
bet he
piece
could.
of shit.
I
She
don't
just
fly
makes sure-
junk.
TJ, I
I
feel a
don't
little
play
bit
with
about you,
theaters.
but what's your thing?
Huh?
You know, like what defines you?
Oh, he goes. Oh no, sorry.
That's very personal.
Yeah, that's a really personal.
We
In the
haven't
ship.
even gotten into space yet.
Well, I meant like in the ship. Like what are you
What's your
doing?
role here?
What are you
Look,
Producer.
I got the ship,
and that's
and
perfect.
On the condition
TJ,
that we
here
deliver
goes
this thing.
Vroom, vroom.
I'm the person with the ship if we get this thing delivered.
Perfect. Okay.
We can
wonderful.
have collective ownership. Like, look, I'm not greedy, okay? We can all own the ship. I don't want to be the captain of the ship.
Mm.
I don't think it's going to last 2 weeks.
I'm already captain of 7 hungry little creatures, so
I'm not really Captain Materia.
So I'm
Look,
just
we'll just leave it
gonna
in
go
the air.
get this in the air now.
you gotta be
And
careful.
Yeah.
Astrid
They're
just kind of
little
slips out of the room.
Yeah, Ella closes up her stuff and like locks it with a key and then runs up to the bridge. Says, "Look, you want to see? Is there extra chairs up there to sit in?"
Mm-hmm. There's room
They're
for like
guys,
7
they're like
people.
lawn chairs.
God. Once
They're
the
like
bucket
flooded
flips upside
chairs.
down.
Fucking stapled to the ground.
Yeah,
You know how,
you can
like,
see
a
the
van-
swivel that was a chair, but clearly
Yeah,
the chair's been taken.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make sure there's no loose debris around and make sure all the wires aren't swinging around electrocuting people while
That
Very
sounds like a great
specific.
idea.
So as the ship rattles and rumbles and gives a loud cough, it begins to its gravitic engines pulse and blow it up into the air. A little too jerkily. You get a sharp slam against you. You
Not my
realize that
fault.
the the inertial dampeners are definitely not up to speed. They're way out of date. So as soon as you pound that forward, your head slams back against the seats, or lack of headrest for some of you. And we hear
Whoa!
intro music, whatever that is. Title card.
no.
That's
No.
copyrighted. We can't use that.
Copyrighted.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
All right.
Hell.
So we cut to it might be a few days. I don't know. Sometime later, as we arrive in the space over the planet known as New Callisto. And no, for this place.
All right, we're here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I will announce when we are here, when our feet are on the ground. The ship's feet, not ours.
All right, we're here.
I feel like
And the ship like sets down and she kind of looks around and she's like, all right, we're here.
Astrid, we're here.
we're here.
So you arrived at the planet of New Callisto. From the air, you can see that it is a very gray planet, speckled and spotted with strands of what seem more like an orange kind of hue of oceans. Depending if you've been here before, you might know why, and you'll likely find out why. But as you approach it, you you're aware that you're supposed to land.
You're supposed to land.
You are supposed to land.
Done.
Where you're supposed
In the city of Brookleton. And as you're making that approach, Vector, you hear over. You realize you were absolutely positive the radio got nicked. But you hear a voice coming from somewhere, and you look around for a moment and realize there is basically a walkie-talkie hanging from a string. Just a little like pocket radio thing that bobs up and down. And
how quaint.
and you hear a voice over the intercom saying, little ship, you don't have any markers. What's your business here?
Astra kind of looks around and she's like, should I or
Shit.
Captain?
would it should TJ? It's your ship, right? Do you wanna? Should I? I'll do it. I just need to know.
I can take it if you want, but I don't know if you want me
Somebody
to.
answer the call.
EJ just looks around and answers the call. Yeah, we just acquired this ship. Markers. Yeah, they got lost or something. I'm not sure what happened. Is there any way we could get markers here? Do I have to park in a different place?
That sounds pretty tough. We're gonna need to get you some markers, aren't we, Fred? And when you hear another guy, oh yeah, we're gonna need to get him some markers.
Oh my god.
And this guy says,
feel
oh
like
yeah,
this is
we're
a
gonna need to
scheme.
get you
This
some
seems-
markers.
This
Now
seems,
I need to inform you that there's a pretty steep toll landing in Merkleton. It's a solid 1,000 space bucks if you're arriving with your first shipment here. We can get you a license for the planet so that you can come and go as you please, but until then you're gonna have to pay that toll. You immediately realize you do not have that money.
we have that kind of money.
Oh, we can
Wait,
leave.
wait.
We can
We-
just.
We can just turn around.
Wait. Sam,
And then
we
So
do I know if these guys are criminals? They sound very criminal. Are they criminals?
it sounds like people doing their job.
No, they don't. You don't know wise guy talk. Because
I
again,
would say
don't-
immediately you can make an empathy roll, to sort of read them, or potentially what's the other one? Depending, empathy is the central one. You can possibly use lore. If you well to know more about the planet, or like lore is general like education and like knowing things. So if you're
Like tax law.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So
Coleslaw.
could
That's
okay.
not what I said.
Trying to figure out how to use my skills and stunts. So
Just
would I be able to use like contacts or resources to figure out if
no,
like would I know who these guys were?
no. Not unless it's already been pre-established. You if you want to spend a fate point, you can say, because of this aspect of mine, I know about this scheme. If, for example, you wanted to, if you were like, yeah, I know this shit. Um, right now,
Also, doesn't lore take a little while though? Usually,
I
lore is more like.
I'm not sure. We'll figure it out, but we're swinging by our pants for now. But if you notice, above all of your names, you have 3 fate tokens. These can be spent at just about any time to do a few things. One, after you roll your dice, you can spend a fate token to either to use one of your aspects to, if it applies, give yourself +2 to your roll, or to re-roll instead, and you do that after you rolled initially. Or you can use a fate point to declare a story detail, to say like, because I'm a drug runner pilot for the Gambino Space Family, I know about this racket. Like, I am familiar with this racket.
Okay.
It doesn't get you further to overcoming the challenge, but it lets you then use that to your advantage, moving forward.
Interesting.
So I would say immediately, your options are either you're gonna have to deal with these guys and land in Brookleton,
Or we
or
land outside of Brookleton.
you can land outside of Brookleton, but that might be more dangerous because there aren't spaceports to land in. You have to like land in the fucking
We're also a dinky
the
little ship
crags.
though, so it wouldn't be too hard to find a landing spot. But then again, we're also a dinky little ship, so our ship might not be able to take back off again.
Mhm. So how do you want to handle these guys?
Okay. So here's why I asked. Did you see one of the stunts I came up with that's called Do You Even Know Who I Am? It's basically I use my clout as a mafioso to intimidate other criminals. So I thought that would be cool to be like, I know what game you're running. Let us land. And I won't tell the Gambino family. So how can I make that a thing? They
Okay.
sound very suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Well, I could try and identify whether these guys are criminals or not, but
I mean, I feel like I
or
should be
whether
able
this
to
is
know.
criminal activity.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You could also just guess. Who
Look,
knows?
how about
Yeah, I mean, you
TJ
could
will
make a
say
bet.
over. TJ will just say like, how about we land and we'll talk. So he can actually,
Good call. Good call.
see them.
Yeah, good call. Didn't know that was an option, but thank you.
Okay. I'm gonna have you do a rapport real quick. It's gonna be a very simple rapport. It's only a difficulty 0. I mean, it's a pretty standard request, but they might find you suspicious for some reason.
What reason could that be?
Who's rolling?
It is TJ. He is on
Okay.
call.
He's the one who made the
Rapport. Yeah, I don't got that. I'll just
That's right. Yeah, you
Good
roll
luck,
roll
soldier.
with 0. It's
roll.
on fate. Just don't
Let's
roll
just
negative
roll
and you're good.
4DF, right?
You
Yep,
have
yep.
a 2 in 3 chance
Yeah,
of
and
succeeding.
I also put up a macro if you want to put it in your bar.
Okay.
I grabbed one of those.
Forgot
Just
how-
roll.
How do we do that?
Go
In
to
the top right.
the top right, the fourth thing, the 3 bars. It's
Yep.
macros, and then under macros and name, there's gonna be fate roll, and go
Yep.
to the right and click the box in bar.
In bar. Okay.
And then it will be at the
Wait.
bottom of your screen.
And I just click that whenever I want to roll.
Yeah. You can also do it on your character sheet. There's a roll 40F button.
God.
One. Okay.
Yay!
That is enough. Okay. So you explain, hey, we just let's land, let's talk this out. And there's a pause, and you hear muttering in the background. And you're like, how many do you think there are in there? Yeah, there's like, I don't know, it's a pretty shit ship. Can't be that many, of them,
Well,
right? Like, yeah, they sound like bitches.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
And he comes back on and he
Hurtful.
says,
I like cover the speaker part, like the microphone. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
We could always beat them up. I don't
That
know
is
how it would
true.
turn out.
Let's not have that as our first option.
Listen, I
Okay,
can
Grumpy, plan C.
drop them off on another planet. It's fine.
All right, let's just park the do the thing.
Okay.
Send it.
Send it.
Send it.
Fuck.
Okay, so he comes back on and he's like, yeah, okay. Land in Dock C, Port 5. And we'll meet you there.
Sorry.
Welcome
Dock
to
C,
Brickleton.
Port 5. Yeah, thank you.
And there's a little click as he hangs up on his side.
Okay, so
gonna kill
we're
him.
going to try and make it. No. We'll try to make a deal. Happy, come over
Alright.
here. And I sort of give a little clap, and a small space boy with a little smile and a flower.
We're
drawn
not
on his
trading him.
I'm not
a child. We're not-
Happy is very convincing, right? Happy.
Yeah, he just gives a thumbs up.
We'll
Sheds
try and
hand you
work out a
flower.
deal. How much space bucks do we have? I might be able to get him to lower the price.
Oh, it's a good question. How much do you guys have?
37.
Wait, really?
Ella, do you
Not a lot.
have any? You're a doctor. You should have.
I'm a mafia drug dealer. I don't have any money.
Ella probably blew all her money on like helping people or something. It wouldn't be the first time.
I
We're
say,
broke.
Could I
All
just
right.
have money?
Well, you have resources skill, right?
I do have a resources.
Well, this is
Yeah.
a resource problem.
Sam,
Mhm.
due to the fact that I am freelance, could I have saved up a little bit of money and used my resources as a roll to do that?
I would say that you can make a roll to see how much you have on your hand.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have 1,000. I can
I
tell
can
you that
guarantee
now.
we don't
That's
have the
fine.
100 space buckos.
It's 1,000, but okay.
Do I click beside it?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can click the little
that.
die on the left of it.
That's what I said. 200 space buckos.
2.
Okay. 2. 2 is fair.
You have 10 cents.
You
How
have
do I work?
a fair amount of money, but it's not great. It's not even good. mm, So I would say you've got probably like a couple hundred space bucks saved up right now. At least that's accessible to you. You might have a couple accounts here and there, or like people who owe you
Yeah.
money or whatever, but
So I'll just say like, I mean, I have like a couple hundred on me, but I wasn't expecting to jump on a ship, you know?
Okay, couple hundred. I will try to make the deal.
All right.
Wait, you don't. That's your money.
It's our money.
That's
I mean,
not.
I want to help.
True. Oh, don't.
Well, what else other traits do we have?
Let's just get off the ship and meet these people.
Okay, happy.
Is this
Remember
gonna be a
how we
thing with you?
practiced.
Are you always gonna bring one of these?
Oh, well, they are my assistants, so.
All right.
Okay, so as you make the approach, your clunker, you realize its landing gears are not great, and it's missing like the front left one. But you finesse it as you come into the dock. You let it down real carefully, and it sputters and drops a few feet, and then like careens forward a few feet, and then settles
It's
back
like
into
when a
place.
table's like 2 legs are the only ones touching it. It's always like rocking.
Yeah, exactly. It like rocks forward a little bit and then rocks back, and you're like, that's probably fine. Just don't jump on the bridge, and it'll be fine. Um,
I put on a big smile, mimicking happy.
okay, so you're in. You can see from the bridge window because, of course, it has windows. Um, you can see that on the dock there are two guys standing, waiting. They very much are wearing Port Authority outfits. These like dark blue jumpsuits with dumb like train conductor kind of hats that have a little badge on them, little golden badge. One of them is very portly, and he's standing more forward. The other is much shorter and seems to be gray skinned with some kind of horn sticking out of his head. And he's standing with like a big baton stick. It looks like a crook. And he's like leaning on it, waiting for you guys. And you can
Ella,
see that
hand the
they're like
money to
idly
Happy.
talking to each other.
Ella, hand the money to Happy.
Here. And she reaches into
He'll use it
her.
best.
Oh no. She reaches into her green jacket pocket and pulls out the money. Here you go, little guy.
He takes it and holds it close to his chest, desperately trying to hang on to it. Okay.
Do we see these guys yet, Sam? Like, are they in our?
Oh, they're waiting for you to come out.
Yeah, and I begin walking with a hand in hand with Happy.
Yeah,
God.
yeah. A fucking cargo door lowers and crashes.
It
Yeah,
starts going
Screams.
slow, then it goes.
It's
Watch your step, little guy.
it's really just like a pulley, like it's just a rope that holds it up.
It makes an awful creaking noise.
Yeah. So
Love
you
that.
hand lower the pulley of the cargo door, and you step out to the stale, almost sulfuric scent of the city. This is to put it into a bit of perspective. Brookleton is something of a metropolis-esque area. It is heavily industrialized. It's all just gray buildings.
Oh, it's
all
way nicer
across.
than I was envisioning.
Oh yeah,
Nicer might
it's a
be.
city.
Better
There-
than dead fish smell.
Is there like a reference photo somewhere that I'm not seeing?
Nope,
No.
Oh, okay.
it's all in your head.
Gotcha.
Imagination.
I was expecting like a dinky fishing village or something.
Oh no, it's a whole ass city. Brookleton. Um. So as you get off, and who is getting off immediately? Are all of you together?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm walking in the front with Happy.
Are
I
any
am
of you
right behind
visibly
them.
armed?
Not
No, I left my
visibly.
plasma gun on the ship.
Not visibly.
Not visibly.
I'm just in my
These
casual,
are negotiations.
Hmm.
I'm in my
Hey.
casual suit.
They
not my
brought a
suit, but
crook
like
to the
my.
negotiation.
Yeah, well, they are the police, so
Oh no,
Are they the
you
police?
overestimate them.
Yeah. Uh,
Poor
so
authority, right?
so Sam, am I gonna be able to like? How would I go about trying to identify them?
So
Empathy.
how do you think, like, how might you know or figure them out is the first question. Uh,
Okay.
are
Good
you
question.
trying to like figure them out um based on like, do you know them, or is it more um like, are you trying to read their like body language and how they're standing, or like
God, yes, I don't know how to like go about it. I
Do you
I
just know
basically
that?
just want to figure. Yeah, basically just want to figure out if they're like running a scam on us,
Mm,
so I can flex
hmm
to get this waived. Basically, that's my goal. I'll just tell you my intentions right now.
okay. In that case,
Excuse me, I'm so sorry.
Here's a question: does our
Jeez.
ship actually have markers?
probably not.
it doesn't have any that are legal. Like yours are basically,
Does it
they're out
look
of
like?
date. It belonged to
Does it look
somebody.
like they scraped off or something?
Oh, well, markers are like electronic markers. It's like your ship's
No.
identification signals,
Got
so
it.
that as you approach planets, they know who you are. And yours are like, who the fuck are you? um, I would say you could use, let's call it either spot or empathy. I wanted to.
I'll have either of those.
That's okay. That just means you have to roll at 0.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and like in this circumstance, if it would be like a stunt to have like, hey, I can use deceive instead of empathy to figure out somebody's con, or to like
Ooh.
spot a con, or figure out somebody's deceptive, what they're trying to get out of me, kind of thing.
Okay.
So that would lead into a stunt.
Okay.
But this will be a, let's say it's only a difficulty 1 empathy roll to catch on to what they're about.
Okay.
Uh,
How do I do that?
You can either roll, if you don't have it as a skill, you can either click the fate roll in the bottom left, or
Okay.
there's a roll 40F in your character sheet as well, at the top left of the skills.
Got
Okay,
a
0. So, initially you fail. However, this is where your fate points come in. Is you can say, if you can link an aspect to say that it gives you an advantage in this situation, then you can spend a fate point to either re-roll or add 2 to the result of your roll. So a very quick example. Character sheet won't pop up for me. I don't know why.
My character sheet. Will?
Oh, there it
God bless
is.
you.
So for example, if you were like, hey, because I'm,
In the space mafia.
yeah, I've been part of the space mafia. I know a lot about cons. I would like to use a fate point to help me with this, to like be able to spot these kinds of cons. And I would assess if it was appropriate or not. If I was like,
Okay.
yeah, that makes sense. And then you spend one of your fate point cards that I have given you. And you'll get a bonus to your roll.
We can earn more points though, right?
Yes.
Like there's a
So
way to earn them.
right
Okay.
now, at the beginning of every session, you will regain fate points.
Oh.
I'm gonna be adjusting these. We only do 2 hours. It's normally like a 4-hour thing.
Oh God.
I'll probably adjust it later. But
Okay. Okay.
uh,
So it's not like I just get 3 for the entire time we're playing. I'll get
Right. Yeah, you
them
will get
back.
more. Yeah.
Oh. Well then yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
It's
use
usually
one.
3 per session. Yeah. They're
I
to
know
be
these
used
fuckers are
liberally.
lying. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use one.
All right.
Let's go, boys. Who cares? This is the name of the game.
Who
Do I just
cares?
like remove it from my deck, or what do I do?
Yeah, I think if there should be a
Clicked on it.
if you yeah, I think
What have I
you're
done?
able to like actually don't remember.
Get back
But-
in there.
Yeah, I mean that works. You can put it on the
Okay.
table and I can delete it. Put it back in the deck.
It's
It's gone now. You got 2 left.
No. Okay.
But you bump that up to a +2, and I'm cool with you catching on to this grift.
You know, okay. Thank you.
I won't. I can fight back. I can spend fate points to do the same thing.
Oh God.
So yeah, it can quickly become a betting match to decide who
okay.
wants it more. But I'll let this one slide. I'll save my fate for later.
God. Okay.
Yes, you, due to your experience in space mafiaism, this is a fucking grift.
Knew it.
They're very clearly forcing you to pay because they know you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
They know you have to land here. They know that like this ship does not have enough money or resources to go anywhere better. Like this is your only chance. So
We're doing our best.
they are entirely prepared to extort this shit out of you. They
Okay,
probably will
so-
give you markers. Like they will do the job that they're supposed to do, but it's not supposed to cost that much.
Yeah. So okay, so now going forward, since I know this, am I able to like again, I'm not fully like certain how
So
everything
what I
works.
am going to do is I will actually give you
Yeah.
an advantage. Because this actually makes more sense for this circumstance.
Yeah.
Have
That.
I'll make a little square here.
Oh.
I know this con. You now have you've created an advantage. You've created an aspect for the scene that you know this con. You know what this game is like. You get 1 free evocation of this, and then you're able to use it later if you want. It will cost a fate point later. But you know the details of this kind of a con. So now if it comes up, you know, during your deceive or whatever, you can pull up this little detail and be like, aha, and it functions similarly to using a fate point. But if you share this information with others, they can take an advantage of it too, without having to be criminals. So this is your first advantage, and you get to
Okay,
use it
so-
once for free.
Okay, so basically I could let them all know right now that this is a con.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
With do I have to use a fate token for that, or just
No,
let
I
them
mean you
know?
just tell them. Yeah, you just let them know.
Okay. But I can like disclose that at any time during this.
And then they will
Okay.
be able to take advantage of this advantage as well.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, in that case, Astrid like catches up with Willie and like in a quiet tone, she's just like, "Don't hand them any fucking money. Do you understand me? Tell your little kid not to hand over that money,
Why?
because this is a con. Did you not pick that up on the ship?
Sure, but even if it's a con, it's still a fee probably.
No. Like I get this. I get this. Just follow my lead, okay?
Are you gonna blackmail them?
Just follow my lead, okay?
Okay,
Tell your-
I'll start.
tell your
I'll
kid.
start off. I'll start off.
Okay. You do that.
Okay.
Kinda
Hello
winks at him
there,
a couple
fine
times.
gentlemen. Nice day we're having so far.
Oh God.
The one in front like nods slowly and looks between the group of you and looks at the kid. He's like,
my god, they're recruiting children now.
You mentioned a landing fee while we were docking. I was hoping we could talk about that. Unfortunately, we don't have a whole 1,000 space credits, I'm afraid. I mean, looking at our ship, I look back at the hunk of junk. It is pretty clear to see that. I was wondering
Mm.
if we could come to an understanding.
He nods and you see him like look back and nod at his friend, and his friend is chuckling low. He says, "Hmm, that's a pretty tough situation.
Yeah,
I'll
little Billy here is having a hard time with it too.
hmm,
I pat the child's head.
Lee.
well, we'll just have to impound your ship until you can pay back the fees."
Oh, I'm sure we can come to a different kind of understanding. After all, we are good law-abiding citizens. Perhaps
um,
there is some sort of civic duty we could help complete.
No.
Isn't that right, Willie?
laughs and he says,
Did he just talk to himself?
he's talking to little Willie. Uh,
It's like Billy. His name is Billy. Asher kind of nudges him.
It's the same name.
Shh.
hmm. No, I think the fee will do.
You don't have it in your hearts to do some good deeds?
No, we don't want to stretch the rules for anybody. We gotta play it fair, you know.
I look over at Astrid. What's the lead?
She Asher's just kind of like chuckling as she lights up a cigarette and she takes a long drag from it. Sam, how do I use my how do I use my stunts?
Your stunts. It
How do
depends
I
the
use
stunt,
them?
but normally I mean they just activate automatically. If you do a thing.
I want to do a thing. I want to do you even know who I am?
Ah, okay. So what you were trying to do is provoke them.
Yeah,
So
well, so I don't know if that's the right um thing. Tim and I went over it and we believe that's the right thing for something like that, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
yeah, you can do that. It's
It's
basically
eliciting
like
a response out of someone.
yeah, yeah. I mean this would work. This is literally intimidating someone into
Doing what I want, right?
yeah, and that will be
Okay, okay.
provoke.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure that was the right like skill to use. I wasn't entirely sure because I just made this up.
No, that's good.
Cool. Yeah, can I do is that how do I do that? I'm
Yes.
excited.
So the question is, what are you saying to intimidate them into submission?
Okay, got
how
you.
are you going to scare them into letting go or backing the fuck off?
Okay, got it. And it's a detail I
And
just
yeah, and
forgot
part
to
of it will be that in order to activate that, you're gonna have to probably use the phrase, "Do you know you know why?"
Yeah, well, that's what okay, got it. There's a detail that I didn't add because I didn't think it would like come into like play, but now I think it will just to basically use this.
Okay.
Gambino family members have like a tattoo to identify themselves, so they're like in the club. So should I add that somewhere, or is that like
Hmm.
important?
Uh, it is if we are taking that um your drug running for the Gambino means that you're a legit member of Gambino and not just like
Hmm.
someone who helped out or like was freelance for them.
No,
Uh,
I'm legit.
okay, so you were deep into Gambino
Oh
territory.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
I was like
yes,
head of their drug thing.
this will be important moving forward for me.
Oh
Childish Gambino.
Childish, yeah, that's how it started. Don't you know the big boss, Childish? Um,
Can we please change his name? Could it be childish? Or That's my
Mm.
code name. Childish Gambino. Let's
Childish.
go.
Yeah. We can. Let me add it to the Gambino family.
Yeah.
Astrid, what do we do? These men are heartless.
Sorry, I'm consulting with God. Give me a sec.
Um. I'm gonna give
Just no one
Gambino
talking.
family a quick a new aspect called members are marked, which now
Ooh.
So how
means
about
that
them smog clouds?
I like that.
any of the
Okay.
Gambino are now able to access that as an
Hell
aspect.
yeah.
So
Cool.
other Gambinos will be able to be like, hey, check it.
Other Gambinos.
Yep, the other Gambinos.
Okay. Cool. Okay. So, okay. Willie, will you ask your question again? I'm so sorry. Proceed.
They are heartless. What do we do?
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, Astrid she takes her drag from her cigarette and she blows it out and just kind of chuckles and flicks it towards the two men. And she starts to roll up the sleeve of her green jacket, revealing the very embellished G just right on her forearm, and goes, "Don't you know who I am? You really think you can run this scam on me? You're gonna give us those markers, or we're gonna have a problem."
Okay, so I'm gonna have you roll your roll your provoke. And
Okay.
we're going to immediately add 2 to it for your do you even know who I am?
Okay.
And
you also have your situational aspect.
if you want to invoke your I know this con, you can get an extra +2 against them.
Okay, so I see where it says roll. So there's DF and then a DF plus. Would it be which one do I roll? I'm so sorry.
So you can actually, if you look at your skill itself, there's a little die to the left of your skill.
Oh wow, there is.
And you can hit that.
What did I do?
Jesus. Okay, so they get to roll.
Do I need to?
God.
Do I need to add the?
So it's +9 is what you got.
Well,
Is
if
that
you
good?
if you want to add yours, you can jump it up to +9. It's very good.
Is
Let's
7 good?
We're gonna
If I
throw
don't?
them. Okay.
What do I do?
Even together, they only mark a 2. In
don't even
defending
use
against that. So we call that succeeding with style. If you get 3 or more higher than your opponent, or than whatever the challenge is, then you succeed with style. Meaning, not only do you get what you want, you also get a I don't remember what it's called. It's not a full. It's a boost. A boost is an advantage that is only usable once.
Okay.
So the cigarette hits the floor, and we see it, smolder up as a spray of sparks drifts from it, and the one in the front looks at you for a moment, and then the one in back leans forward and whispers something. The one in the front snaps his neck to look at him, and then looks back at you. So, these guys are intimidating the hell out of. So you beat them at it, beat them at their game. But now you get a boost. So, what do you want out of them? What do you want to get out of them moving forward that you think might help you later on?
Like way later on, or the
With
immediate?
our task, the
task
yeah.
it'll be as long as you're close enough that you can call on them or it. It could be something related to information. It could be
contact,
spreading your name or something. It could be a contact. It could be anything. Anything you can think of that is reasonable that you want to negotiate with me, figure out a boost for it.
Okay, so getting the tags, would that be something we could do, or?
Well, you've already succeeded getting the tags. You're gonna get the tags.
Okay.
You've scared the shit out of them. You've succeeded at your
This is
task.
something different.
This is an extra. This
okay.
is style.
Oh
You're getting your
God,
style points.
guys, what do we? Can I consult with the team? What do
Yeah,
we
yeah.
want? I don't know.
Oh yeah, no,
Please help.
it's a free to be a group
Oh,
discussion.
group,
Well,
please.
it might be nice to know where to go as soon as we get in. It's a big city, and I've never been here before. At least I don't remember being here before.
What do you want out of this, Tim? Tell me.
Um, this is all very unprecedented. You're part of the Gambino?
Oh
I
yeah,
think
that's
Yeah.
she definitely flashed a big G, and she definitely said
Oh
who she
yeah,
is.
the big G.
I love that you just the tattoo's just a fucking G.
Gambino,
It's
criminal.
like
G.
embellished. Just GG.
Everyone does their own thing to it.
It's a
Right?
the real secret is that it's a special ink that is like
Glow in the dark or something.
only
That
yeah,
could
and
be
it's only in one
Yeah.
Dark.
No, that could be, no. I mean, glow in the dark ink
Under,
isn't a thing.
30% chance to give
Baller.
you cancer.
It's a blacklight kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that like a real Gambino, and in fairness, this would actually be important for the alien race.
Mm.
I'm soft referring to them as xenoids. Just
Mhm.
made me laugh. Is the race that the Gambino traditionally are.
Yeah.
There are others that are non-xenoid, but most are xenoid. A xenoid's vision can see the special ink and
Ooh,
identify
like
it
that.
immediately. So
That's
all
awesome.
they have to do is look at a tattoo and they know whether it's real or not.
Gotcha.
It's one of those you can't fool the Gambino.
So for them, it's
Yo,
like a bright
wait.
pink tattoo.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
fucking
what if-
glows in the goddamn dark.
What
Glows
if the
in the light.
reason it glows is because they've infused the ink with like the alien's blood? That's why
Exactly.
they
Yeah,
can see it. Yeah.
it's a secret to the recipe, but
Gotcha.
but
I
you,
just I went
you
far
are
over there,
aware.
sorry.
You as a character
Yeah.
are aware that the Gambino know.
Yeah.
Others outside might think it was fake or something. They don't. They're taking your word for it on this one. If you had rolled very poorly, they might have called you out and been like, "Bullshit, you're a kid.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You're a human ass kid."
Okay.
don't
So
know.
Bailey,
Mhm.
what do you or Tim, what do you want out of it? What do you guys want out of
I'd
this?
like markers.
Well, we
They're
already
already
have
giving
those.
us that.
So this is my
And
style.
then
Shake them down for all their money.
where's a good place to get info? I agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
I think we should probably just ask about the like how to find where we're supposed to like deliver these goods. Like
Yeah, I think
where's
that's
the
perfect for the situation.
You good with that, Bailey?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Ashley looks at them and she's just like, listen, we got a package to deliver. While you're putting on my tags, I would like to know where I could find this person. And she like hands them
Doc
a
Squeezy.
thing.
No,
Yeah.
squeeze at the duck.
Squeeze of the duck. I need to find them. Capiche?
Yeah, he looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, I ain't looking to mess with any Gambino. I got
Yeah. Well,
you
my
looking for
choice.
Doc? I'll get you to Doc."
Thank you.
Oh, it's Doc.
Yeah, I said Doc
God
Squeezy.
damn it.
Y'all look silly now.
Quack quack, bitch, let's go.
You could
Back
still
I'm
be
a
a
back,
duck
duck.
too.
bitch. All right. So as you leave these fools behind,
You're
totally
so cool.
totally comfortable in
Astrid.
the knowledge that they're not gonna fuck with your ship.
Thank you.
I mean,
I
there's
pat-
not much they could.
Yeah.
I pat
Fair.
Happy on the head. Go give the nice lady her money back. You did a good job. It's okay. Don't mind.
He didn't do shit.
He
No,
tried.
leave him alone.
She says, "Oh, thank you," and gives him a little like pat on the head.
Astrid looks back at Ella and just winks at her and she's like, "Keep your money, Pinky. I got you."
You're something else.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of the mafia.
We've had worse bedfellows.
Yeah, true. All right.
What do you mean we?
Shrug.
All right. So as
Or do you
you
have a who?
as you get out of the spaceport onto the crowded streets, um, uh, I will note that as part of the you do a quick bit of paperwork with them. We skip it.
Mhm. Yeah.
In which you will give them the name of the ship that they'll tag onto your
Oh
marker.
God. What's
But
the
we
Solar
can figure that
trash.
out. We can figure that out later.
Okay.
But you give them the name, and then like, all right, we'll get your marker set. And you exit out of the street where you are able to get a quick piece of transport, either a car or a couple more motorcycles, whatever you guys would like to do for that. Do you guys want to be together or separated?
Probably need a minivan for all these fucking kids.
It's okay. There's
I
only
only
the one.
have one with me at a
I
time.
know. Should he be
You
on the
just-
motorcycle? Not that I care about anything. I mean, whatever. Is that safe though? Let's just get a
I
car.
didn't bring no motorcycle.
Okay.
We get a car.
I
Okay,
can
yep.
carry him too.
Yeah, you grab a car. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give you a quick boost. We know the back way. Is they gave you a detailed path to get to Doc Squeezeheads.
Bitch.
So as you begin to drive, I have I'll ask one person to give me a spot. Who is driving right now?
I assume me.
Oh,
think-
I'm in
like
the
an
back.
actual car?
Oh yeah, no, it's a legit like I mean it's like maybe a slightly hover car, but it's on the ground.
Oh, or Tim.
I'm
Astrid's
driving.
space driver.
Okay, who's
I
in the
also
who's in the
drive
passenger?
normal car.
Astrid.
I will be.
I'm driving.
You're
Okay.
driving? Oh, that's fine. I'll sit shotgun. I'm fine.
Okay. Astrid, could you please give me a spot roll? To
No,
see if
no.
anything
No.
strange is happening out
No,
while you're on the road.
no.
While the others are sitting crammed in the back and talking.
No. Fuck. Does anyone have spot?
It's alright, I'm asking you.
Not me.
Fuck. So
You're
I
the
just
one
hit
sitting
fate roll,
shotgun.
right?
You
Yep.
wanted to send shotgun.
Yep, go ahead and hit fate roll.
Oh,
2.
Is
Okay.
that spot or is it notice?
It's
Notice.
notice.
Okay.
I don't have a
That's
mod on
okay.
this.
I don't have that either, so I mean, do you want me to roll again?
No, 2 is
Okay.
great. 2
Okay.
means you got a fair.
Fair.
I mean, it goes
Oh.
from mediocre, average to fair, so you're above average on this.
Oh, that's just
It's
me
a
in
solid
life.
above
Thank
average. Okay, I will see how they do. Oh, they do terrible. You probably would have succeeded anyway.
Negative? You can get negatives?
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah.
got one
So
negative.
the big
Oh, I
thing
don't
with
like
the
that.
Fate's the-
yeah, I guess we didn't talk too much about it, but the way that the dice work is the dice have they're 6-sided dice that have 2 of each symbol. There's a minus,
Oh.
a 0, and a plus. And you add up all the pluses are +1, all the minuses are -1, zeros are just 0. You add them up to see how fate affects you. And then you add your how good you are on top of that.
Okay.
So it can go anywhere from -4 to +4. 0 is the average. So you're rolling above average.
Oh, yay. Okay. Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that you
No,
didn't know that.
You're totally fine.
So as you're navigating the busy streets, at one point, you look back in the rear view and notice that there's a bright green car. It's got like a what is that? The runner's tape, like the bright reflective tape. It's got these bright stripes of reflective taping along its side in a sort of race stripe style. But it's this neon green thing. And You notice it out of the corner of your eye. You're like, that's the dumb looking car. Or maybe you're like, that's a fucking awesome car. I don't know. I don't judge. And then at the next turn, you notice that it turns behind you guys. And then you turn again and you notice it turns again. And you realize this motherfucker's following you. You got a tail.
Great. Love that for
Love,
us.
love.
Am I allowed to like share that information?
Absolutely.
I don't. No, I'm kidding.
They're like missions.
I don't. I just do turn the music up. No. So like Ashley leans over to TJ and she's just like, so hey, not to alarm you, but someone is definitely following us. So can you pull like your fancy race car moves and lose them, please? And then I describe this obnoxious green looking thing. I kind of like nod my head back because I'm trying not to upset the child. Okay, I don't want them to know.
No solicitors. And don't worry, Happy is well, he's a little more sensitive than the others, but he is battle hardened. He's not.
He's not.
So what do we do?
Activate your drive skill.
So
I don't know.
the very the quick obvious options that pop into your head is fucking floor it and lose them, or stop and
Jesus.
confront them. You can stop and be like, just get the fuck out and be like, yo, motherfucker, what are you doing?
We don't have our weapons on us, do we?
That's
Or
not
did
true.
did we grab them after we intimidated the guys because we didn't need to legally leave them?
Some of us
I have
I
a
see
gun
you
on
assume
them.
you're the kind of people who walk around with fucking weapons.
And we are kind of crazy.
Crazy
I
fuckers.
I didn't bring mine. I said that I left it behind. I'm
It's
just in my.
I just
head.
look.
literally have a
I
gold
just
side piece.
slowly turn my head to Astrid.
You see,
We gotta go.
I like the
Yeah.
idea. I like the idea of Happy just sort of like playing around in the car and like, you know, playing around with something on my back, and he just pulls out a giant like fucking baton and does this little zap thing. No, put that away.
Fucking taser baton.
All right, let's go. And then put down the pedal.
NOS activated.
Where are we going? I don't know.
It's okay,
Oh,
you do
wait.
know.
Okay, wait. So Sam, you
Mhm.
know, in I don't know if you do know this. When they're doing like the off-road racing, they have the driver and then they have like the navigator like telling them turn left now. Like, can we do one of those?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
He's a race car driver. Get it?
Don't you fucking backseat drive.
I'm in the side
Technically,
seat.
she's
Bitch.
in
Turn
the
left
front
here.
seat.
Can't hear you. Too fast.
Too furious.
Hmm.
Sorry, Sam. Continue. I got excited.
That's all right. Okay. So you hit that fucking gas. And
I can't not.
let me. Where do I want to put this?
Do it.
Put it on. Give you the advantage. Okay, so this little bar tracker thing here is your getaway. You want this red line to reach the rightmost box. They want it to reach the leftmost. That means they catch you. And yeah, we'll keep it there. So as you spot them and you're like, well, flooring it. You fucking floor it. Now, there are other cars on the road. How do you handle it? Do you squeeze through or do you go up onto the sidewalks?
You're the one driving.
Squeeze. Sidewalks.
Sidewalks.
I squeeze the sidewalks. Got it. Send it.
Alright.
This is the extra element of danger.
Mm-hmm.
Ella's in the back, like gripping the what the fuck handle, like, oh my god!
Happy's just happy.
Mm.
Just happy
Hands
to be
up.
here.
Does everyone have seatbelts? Too late.
Lol.
Alright,
I'm
go
happy
ahead
to see
and
both.
roll me your drive.
Please don't
As
kill
you
us.
fucking floor it and pull up onto the sidewalk.
Uh,
As
drive
people
is
No,
begin
wait,
high
diving out of the
a
advantage.
way.
great driver.
would you call this a contest of speed?
It is a contest
Ooh.
of speed.
Bonus, bonus, bonus.
All right.
Wait, I
Negative
also have.
4. Let's see.
And these guys. Okay, a 6 plus 2.
Yes.
So
That's
you
good,
got
right?
an 8
That's-
by base. Yeah.
A lot.
Let's see.
Good roll, baby. Good roll.
They are not quite as good. I mean, they're good. They're a good driver here, but ooh.
No,
Two.
they're not.
they?
Later, bitches.
So they only roll a 2 here. Let me see.
Boo.
So 2 to 8 is a lot. That's 6 boost difference.
Does he get style? Is that how that works?
He would. I mean, it means he fucking gets the fuck away.
Good job.
Leave
good
them
job,
in the
good job.
dust.
I
I am
would.
now. I am now tailing them.
Oh, how the turntables have turned.
I'm gonna use 2 of my tokens. One I'm gonna have them re-roll, and the other I'm gonna have them
Roll.
plus 2.
So
Hmm.
it's the
not
same
worth it.
outcome.
No, not quite.
It's
They have,
only
3,
one
so-
better.
It had the opportunity to be a lot more, though.
Yeah.
The only
Wait,
way
you
it
just
could have
used
won
2
is
of.
if
Do you have 3 as well?
I have 3 left now. I had 5. I get 1 plus how many of you there are. So I start
Okay,
with
no,
5.
that makes sense. Gotcha.
Um,
Okay. Sorry, I'm
and
learning as we go.
no, it's okay. I also regain them faster, but that's okay.
Oh.
You'll
All
see.
right, bitch. What the fuck?
So that is a difference of 8 to 3. So you go right off the fucking counter. And Tim, I am going to compel you though. Or I will
offer.
offer a complication. I'll give you a fate token if what do I
It's a
want
trap.
to do it?
What? Okay, you've lost them. You can slow down now.
You don't exactly need all this fate right now, but
Okay,
we're gonna end soon.
I will throw you a fate token if your because of your need for speed, you relish the chase. And you want it to last longer. So it
Do
will
I
just
keep
be
the fate tokens in the next one, or I don't?
Yep, you don't
you
lose
could, I
any.
forgot.
You
refresh up
you
to a
always
certain
refresh up
amount.
to 3. Or, depending how many stunts you have.
Wait.
But I
Wait,
will
I'm confused.
What?
So, say he took it, would that not make his total going forward being 4? Or
It,
he'd only get
it would mean
one
he
this
has
time?
4.
Uh-huh.
And at the beginning of next session, he won't gain any because he already has more than 3. Your refresh is how many you refresh back up to at the beginning of a session, but it also means he has more than 3 available.
Okay, so we refresh the 3, but say he takes the token, he can carry that with him until he uses it, correct?
Yeah, he keeps it.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
don't
they
refresh
basically
down.
stack. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. So they stack essentially.
Yep.
But you don't get up to the 3.
So the terms
Yeah.
would be you slow down just a little bit down to here. So you would need to win the next contest too.
Send it.
Okay. Okay, here you go. I will give you.
Wait, so does that mean you took the token, or what does that mean?
Oh, weird.
Wait,
What
Sam?
the fuck? Oh, that's Harrison. Never
Oh,
mind.
thank
Get
you.
away. Get away.
I don't want it.
I meant Tim. It's weird that I can't just give you it. I have
I
to
accept.
send a trade.
It has to be a trade.
A trade offer. Okay. So you slow down a little bit, and you're like, I mean, you were like, zip
No,
up
I
onto
like
the
the idea.
sidewalk.
I like the idea that he sort of like backtracks or something. That he does like a little like trick or something.
I
Right.
pass him
Like
again.
you like go to the right and then do like a square turn and
I-
then end up.
I pull
He-
up next to them and I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" And I keep going.
You pull the e-brake so we flip around and you're facing in front of them as we're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
backwards. Like, come on, man, what's going on?
Oh, but you get a
Keep up,
boost.
nerd.
So what would you like for your boost?
Hmm,
What kind of advantage would you like moving forward against these guys?
Send it, baby.
What kind of advantage? Um. Where we're
Yes,
going?
go on.
We don't need roads.
So what will that do for you?
I'm not sure. So it has to be directly related to
To the current
the
current
to the current
chase.
situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you could have something to do with like I mean a reputation even, you know.
Yeah. It's I'm not sure how to help ourselves in this situation.
I mean you can just help yourself if you want. I mean we already have like the
Yeah, so I'll go with so this has to this so this helps in what way? Like is it like a
It will
if
give you
I
it will
call
give you
upon it, it gives me a bonus,
plus
right?
2 or a reroll. Yeah.
or you could give yourself like an adrenaline rush or something, you know. Like a boost for like some other thing later.
A nos for your soul.
Yeah, I guess it would give me I don't know some driving bonus. Is that charge 4?
I mean, not driving explicitly, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's just like if I need to.
Yeah.
Like I've been going up on sidewalks. What if I also go downstairs?
Okay, we can use that.
Let's
We'll,
revisit
we'll,
that.
we'll call it basically like you've suddenly got an eye for shortcuts.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Okay.
Fuck you, Sam.
So they're like, holy fuck.
I call this the TJ special.
We're in New Callisto, right?
On the planet New Callisto in Brookleton. Okay. So I think for the next round of this, they are going to.
I don't get my stump bonus again, right? It's just once in a.
I don't know my feelings on that. It is weird in an entire chase, but normally it would last every time that it applies. We'll let you use it again for now.
Okay.
We'll revisit it. But I think
it's a pretty specific stunt, so
yeah.
I didn't expect it to happen so quickly.
You never know.
you have 2 drivers, you know.
What's the change?
Are they firing at us or something? Are they doing anything besides trying to follow us?
I think their backup arrives.
Oh man, Tim, what have you done?
So
this means that they'll have higher die.
Higher die. Yeah, I think I will put it out that one of them appears from a side street and tries to ram you while the others continue their chase.
Whoa.
So we're first gonna take If they miss you,
There
then
are
they're
children
fucked.
on
They're gone.
board.
But we will do a competitive drive, to see if they can hit you and if they can attack you. And you will, I assume, drive in defensively drive,
Oh yes.
unless you have a creative other solution.
Gotta go fast.
I unfortunately didn't take ramming speed as one of my
Okay. Yeah, so they try to hit you, so go ahead and give me a drive against them. And you still, if you want to try to invoke either of these temporary boosts, if you can give me a justification for them, you can use it. Otherwise, if you have, and you can do it after you roll too. It doesn't have to be before. Or you can try to use one of your aspects and a fate token. So here's theirs. This guy he's not as good, but he has a +2. Okay, so he gets a 4 total.
Which means if as long as you get positive fate.
Yeah, I just
You got this, bitch.
should I just call I should just invoke the thing now, right?
You can do it after you roll. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
fate
Oh,
intervenes
okay.
after we know what was happening.
Drive!
Nope, didn't need it.
Jesus.
That's pretty.
In
That's
fact,
good,
you got
right?
another boost. You got another succeeding with grace
my
or whatever.
God.
Right?
No,
Style.
Harry, that's already including his 3. His 4, I mean.
I see.
And you don't get the
Oh.
+2
Wait,
to
that's-
this one because you're dodging, not getting away.
Ah.
So you succeed. Unless you want to,
Woo!
you can theoretically use a fate to get more style, but you would use a style to get a style. Style
Imagine.
No, I don't see why I
Styling
have
on
to do
these
that.
hoes.
Double styling on them. So yeah, as you're driving, you you hit an intersection. You do a spin to not just turn left, but turn right by turning left.
Spinny move.
You do a full spin and then zip down another way, and you look back at the others. You're like, "Ha, fucking suckers!" And this neon orange car crashes in from one of the through one of the
Oh
intersections.
God.
It looks suspiciously like they knew where you were trying to go.
Those
Stitches.
motherfuckers from the docks. Astrid just looks around.
I don't know if it's related.
It better not be. I'll kill them.
Ella,
but
have you ever thought, why do you need roads with floating cars?
Shit.
shit.
Grid system. Got him.
It's like a hoverboard, like a
Right.
Yep.
Maybe there's,
go
like,
over water, you got no traction.
Hmm.
But
Maybe
as you pass through, oh sorry, yeah, Bailey.
so maybe there's magnets to keep you on the road.
Turns out no, you definitely went on the sidewalk.
You
Uh,
Canadian bitch.
But as you see this very clearly connected car crashing through the intersection, you give a quick swerve and spin and just evade them. They nearly clip your bumper, but zip past and crash into a light pole on the other side of the intersection. As you continue with your chase. And I think the next section is just open road. So there's not going to be any kind of special advantage or disadvantage, except obviously you have the advantage on straightaways. So go ahead and give me one more for this segment of the chase itself. And then the surprise attack.
Oh no.
And this guy.
Everybody get ready to flip them off.
Okay. My finger is ready.
And this guy still has a +3. Roll a 4.
Damn, that's pretty good.
For him or for you?
Amy's a driver, but you're better. Um,
Oh, got him.
so
Flip
you still
off.
take the advantage. Enough of a shift, in fact, to put you out of his reach.
Ooh,
Um,
got him.
You also got +3, right? Another succeeding with style.
Is that how that works?
no,
He's got. I thought you said he has a +2
no,
straight away.
+3. Oh no. Oh yeah, Tim. Yeah. Right, that's not including his speed bonus from his stunt. Yeah, so you do succeed with style.
Oh,
Good.
don't worry about it.
I don't need it.
Can't keep up with us.
Nah, it's too fast.
So as you take, as you slam that pedal down, knowing that you have free reign of the road in this area,
What-
it seems to be like
What rental car is this?
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm sorry,
it's like
Sam.
it's a
Didn't even get
Prius.
scratched.
Sorry, continue.
Slamming out a fucking Prius. But you were able to crush down, and you just lose him by sheer speed. I think we do the dramatic of we see like a train crossing ahead,
Oh, yes.
and you're like, I got this is
Yes, Sam.
easy,
Do
well
this.
and far ahead of him.
Do that.
And as you cross over, we see the train cut in between the two of you. Um, and as you zip away, we see them stop and twist, and out of the car, out of the passenger seat, steps this massive guy, gotta be 8 feet tall, covered in rippling metal. And he has like a big cigar in his mouth, and he looks at the train and swears and throws the cigar at the side of the train.
Oh shit.
You mad?
Someone you know?
Oh shit, is it someone I know?
Did we
You didn't see him.
or-
Inside the camera saw him.
I
You
was
guys,
gonna say, like,
y'all
how
didn't
am I
stop to
seeing this
ask.
guy behind this train?
He's very tall.
He's very tall.
You see a man taller than the train and the car he was in.
I mean, not some
Be
trains have
tall.
spaces in between, right?
Mm.
True. That is true.
So
I don't know if we'd see him at the speed we're going.
I thought we stopped dramatically and flipped him off before we. got crashed.
Yeah, I thought we were flipping him the bird.
He can probably see us.
Who knows? All we know now is that the camera knows.
Yep, the camera knows what he looked like. We can refer to this later.
My camera.
Hi, camera. I love you.
Mm-hmm. Uh, I'm not God. I'm just the camera. Okay, so we arrive at the estate of Doc Squeezer.
Quack quack, bitch.
Quack,
Duck.
quack, bitch.
Duck
I
Squeak.
yeah, I get out of the car and sort of a little shaky from the ride, and I go to the trunk and see if the box is fine.
You open it up and you look, and it looks perfectly fine. That was a smooth
Nice driving
ride.
skills.
I know.
The best. Not better
Yeah.
than me though. Good job.
Excuse me?
I said what I said.
Ooh.
No,
So-
you did good.
Uh,
I know you're just jealous.
Can you drive the ship? No, I didn't think so. Bye. And she flips her very short hair.
Just
I
don't
think-
want to.
But yeah, I pick up the box and open the door for Ella with my other hand. You okay there, kid? Nauseous? Would you like some Pepto Bismol? I mean, some Vito Bismol?
He dead.
Yes, well,
It's
If
really
anyone
good
wants
for
to
your
look, I have
stomach.
some stuff for.
And it might give you a bit of a tummy ache afterward, though.
She the doctor. Why are you offering her stuff?
I'm a doctor
you-
too.
Do you have drugs? Oh
We're
God.
both doctors.
Do you have
Yeah,
drugs?
That's how we met. I
Asher,
sort
like,
of-
Asher
how we
leans
met.
over the back of the seat and like hangs over it in Harry's direction. She's like, so you also have drugs?
No, of course not. Ka-tick, ka-tick, ka-tick.
So do you like need your kids babysat or like what is this?
I, I, I rush down and pick up something from the ground and stuff it in my jumper.
Seems like you
No.
have drugs.
No. You must have the wrong guy. Yeah. Let's go see what this duck squeezy is about.
Hmm.
Back squeeze.
I'm interested. Let's go. She
Uh,
pops out
who-
of the back of the car.
Yeah. Who's got the box?
Me.
Okay. Okay. I make a quick debate if I wanna poke one.
Broke the 4 quarters.
Did we get insurance on this rental?
What rental?
You can
No,
afford
we're borrowing
insurance.
this car directly from one of those schmucks. That's why it's so nosed out. Duh.
Joke.
I know.
Jokes.
Plus, it's untouched.
Pristine.
I'll
Except
leave you
for
alone
its,
this time.
Its engine might be a little blown, but that just means it's loved.
Okay, so you've arrived at the estate of Doc Squeeza.
Quack quack, bitch.
Outside Duck Squeezer.
I have to say it every time you say it.
As you approach, you can see that it is a guarded compound. However, it is guarded by what appear to be some kind of half mechanized, large, like they almost look like worms or like maybe caterpillars. That are like this dark
Cute.
brown, scaly thing with giant, with large circular, like leech maws. But they have like
I like.
mechanical parts strapped to the sides of them, and they like glare at you as you approach.
I gasp and look at Ella with an open mouth, and look at her neck and look at that, and look at her neck and look at that, and then I like do a little like, is that what's on your neck?
It's
Are
not.
those just big versions?
It's not. But they regard you as you approach. The doors give you a look that says, "What the fuck do you want?"
Hello there, sir. We have a delivery for Duck Squeeza.
Quack quack,
Squeezy?
bitch.
Squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Don't
In front
call
of
him
the
anything different.
yeah,
We were specifically told that.
in front of the eyes, I mean, I guess there's no eyes. The facial area of one
Maw.
of these things. Yeah, basically, the head part. A holographic text appears in the air in front of it that says, "Show me the package."
Okay, I take the box and I put it down and I open it and uh look, reach my hand in, I guess.
Wait,
What is it?
wait, reach your hand into what?
You said he wants to see
Oh,
the package.
yeah, the package, just the box.
I have the box. in
He
my
reaches
hand
his hand
already.
inside of the dude
Can you
asking,
already-
obviously.
Oh.
You already see the package?
It just means like show it closer.
Oh, yeah, sure.
After a moment of debate, you're like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
What the fuck?
You lift it up and it like looks at it and it slinks down to the ground and then looks up from the side and then slinks down and you hear a whirring sound of it scanning the box.
Nice.
and then it makes a loud "Ch-ch-ch,"
G.
Jeet, jeet, jeet.
That sounds like a bad noise.
and then
great.
the gate clicks open.
Oh, it could still be a bad noise.
Touche.
You never know with these things. Uh,
Thank you,
Okay.
good sir. I nod to the worm.
so entering into the compound, you notice there are mostly these sort of these as well as other sort of mechanically modified creatures. But you don't really see any people in the central premises as you walk. And this
That's
is like
pretty
a
close-minded.
well, through the gate is like an arched ceilinged courtyard. It's an indoors. You can see that painted on the inside of the ceiling is like a blue sky with green trees. To combat the depressive gray of the city and planet. You might get the impression that this is someone who is from a much nicer looking planet originally.
And they had it terraformed.
Uh, oh no, it's just painted.
Decoration. Nice.
Yeah. But you figure out pretty quickly that you want to keep moving forward. There are like a couple of rooms and passages off to the sides, but the path forward is like a painted line on the floor that leads you forward.
Handy. I wonder how many guests he has. Follow the line. I mean, right? It's there for a reason.
Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods.
Just
Following
get
the
this
line,
over with.
you finally reach you find a big double door that you push open. It's quite ornate. It's a heavy wood, which is a little strange. Like actual wood or even synthetic wood is pretty uncommon. Metals and special synth metals and stuff are much more durable and better, and even plastics. But you open this wooden double door into a large bedroom, and you can see a 4-poster bed with the like the curtains drawn over it. And there's a tall, thin man that wears a mask. And the mask is like it's sort of like a gas mask. It's this dark gray mask with an appendage on the front that looks sort of like an elephant like trunk. It hangs down in front of him, and you can see it like wiggling and wagging in front of him as he stands. Otherwise, he's dressed in a long red robe.
Oh. What's the robe made out of?
It looks probably like it could be like a silk or something. It's very
Ooh,
flowy and light. But as you approach, this tall, thin man takes long, weird strides towards you and says, it is about time you arrived. I will take that off your hand.
Of course. One delivery for the dock.
Quack, bitch.
And I lift my hands and offer it to him. We hope that the delivery was timely.
He looks down at you with his big round eyes in the mask and says, as do I.
Oh. I didn't like
And
that.
he takes the box from you and moves off down a side door. And like there's a moment where you're like, should we just like leave? And after a few moments of waiting there, you hear a voice behind the curtain say, I would like to see the faces of those who've done this for me.
It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Did he say
Yes,
he wants
sir.
our faces? Is that what I heard?
He wants to see our faces. I think it's a good gesture.
With
Yeah, all right.
okay.
That seems invasive.
If you would approach the Collins Square. And at this moment, you look down and you're like, oh yeah, there's definitely just like a big old square in the middle of the room. It's like
I wonder.
it's like
if
a
it's-
painted
hold on.
square.
You think it's a trapdoor? Also, Ella, the way he said it almost sounded like what we were delivering was alive.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sensitive.
All
Alright,
right,
Step
so
into the square.
I pick up Happy and lift him in front of me.
So as you step into the square, you
No, no,
realize
no.
that the curtains don't move. They entirely stay where they are. But when you step into the square, you are able to see through them. You don't know why, but they become like translucent and transparent, with like a sort of shimmering effect cast onto everything past them. And on the bed, you see a man of confusing proportion. He has very, very large, sort of curved legs, and he sits cross-legged on the center of the bed. His body is like almost like like a large boulder, but like a vertical boulder, almost like a pillar, actually. He's just like this rounded tube of a man with little tiny squiggly arms that stick out from the sides of it, that almost have the appearance of squid arms. His head sitting atop this cylinder is almost that of a blobfish. It is blubbery and soft and squishy and very, very fleshy. And as he talks, you can see it like slap against itself.
Oh god.
Hearing more about or like seeing this man's appearance, would I have ever heard of a doctor by this name? Any achievements, perhaps?
I will
Actually,
say
same.
that
He's pretty particular.
he is very particular, so particular that
hearing-
you feel you would have heard about this guy.
Yeah.
If he was a real doctor.
Mm,
If
Oh,
he was a real doctor. If
that was my impression.
Got
Or
it.
if, there was some crazy accident would be the other
Mm.
possibility. Or some sort of genetic
Yeah, so you get a minor suspicion that he's not a real doctor. That people call him Doc for some other reason. Doc
quack quack
Squeezer.
bitch.
Oh, like the docs.
Quack quack bitch.
So yeah, he looks at you and his little blobfish eyes like they wiggle back and forth. They almost look like chameleon eyes. They just like stick out of his head and they like snap back and forth looking at each of you independently.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like that.
Happy protect me.
You just hold him up the whole time in front of your face.
Uh,
La la la, I
I'm
can't
happy
see
to see you.
and
Does he have any smell? That's my question.
Ew,
not from this side of the curtain.
What is wrong with you?
Um,
If he
But-
smells like our ship, I'm leaving.
dude, right?
I'm out.
As he looks at you, the thin man in the red robe enters the room again. This time he is carrying a serving tray, atop which is a single deviled egg that is the size of what's the size of? It's probably like ostrich egg sized, maybe a little bit bigger.
Whoa.
Um,
That's a big deviled egg.
and it
That's the devil there.
it clicks. You realize, oh, we were delivering this man's breakfast. Um, And as the tray is slid in front of him, and his little wiggly arms, no utensils, just like slaps at the food and then brings it up to his
No.
blob mouth.
Oh, sir.
Says,
What?
"Hmm,
Interesting.
delightfully fresh.
Hey, girl.
Hmm,
We are glad it is up to your satisfaction.
What the fuck?
yes.
Astra just pulls out a cigarette and lights a new one, and it's just like unfucking believable.
Ella's standing behind TJ.
You know, it's bad to smoke near children.
Guys,
I
guys,
thought you said they weren't kids.
guys, we have a ship. We have a ship.
We must go. Glad you enjoyed your delivery.
Please
Hmm.
leave a nice
Tips
review
are welcome.
in our Yelp.
Goodbye. She, like, starts
Before
tugging on
you're
TJ,
able
like,
to leave,
You
he
can't
sort of
leave the
cuts in.
square.
He cuts in and says, "But you are new to the city. I would have you do a few jobs for me." And you get the quick impression he's not asking. Which is where we'll end.
Aw.
With
Aw.
Doc Squeeza heavily implying
quack,
that
bitch.
he's gonna make you work for him. Which-
Nah.
You got your own independence, but you know,
Fake
that'll
news.
be moving forward. It'll be up to you guys if you want to offend Doc Squeeza by running away
quack, bitch.
and how difficult that might be.
I
But
don't think he's a real doctor.
I don't even think that guy's a doctor. And he's just a squid on top of a tube.
Do we have to end here?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
We're gonna keep
Damn.
it 2 hours. But
About 2 hours?
excellent work.
Always next week.
We got
Yeah,
the
but-
beginnings to things.
I look at Ella. We need to step up our game next time.
Yeah, I can't be using the Gambino family to get you guys out of every situation.
Next time, what?
Next time on Solar Trash.
Wait, we should
Holy
name our ship, you guys.
Fucking Willie, just like, next episode, we have to do better.
Others, we're gonna get left behind in the ratings.
Otherwise,
Wait.
we're just gonna be side characters.
So at this point, in
I
the
can't
game,
do
they're
that to
both
Happy.
they're both minor and major milestones,
Mhm.
which allow you to like change things and switch things around. A major milestone will be like basically the end of any simple mission. Usually, it's like every 1 to 2 sessions,
Mhm.
rarely 3. During a minor milestone, you can you're gonna. I
Quack,
will
quack, bitch.
put these things in a little sheet so that you can read them.
Guys, can that be the name of our ship?
What?
Quack, bitch.
Then everyone has to say it every time you arrive
Yes.
anywhere.
Hello,
Hello,
Quack,
the
quack,
quack
bitch.
quack bitch. I see you're
Little
flying a
quack,
little
quack
hot
bitch,
there.
coming in hot. Requesting landing from a quack bitch.
Dead.
We're gonna need to adjust your vector, quack quack bitch. Okay, let me grab this.
So funny to me. Oh no!
So this is the point. You are now at a minor milestone. So you successfully delivered the rare egg. Don't know what kind of egg it was, but it was important.
I bet we could have had a dragon if we didn't.
I
give it
know,
to
what
him.
the fuck?
Yeah, you never know what
Then
it could have
again,
been.
It was
God
probably
damn it.
dead already.
So at a
Maybe
minor
it took
milestone, you may do
oil.
one and only one of the following.
Oh.
You can switch the ranks of any 2 of your skills. or replace one of your average skills +1 with one that isn't on your sheet. So you can trade out some skills. You can change any one stunt for another stunt. You
Wait.
can buy a new stunt as long as you have the refresh to do so. You can rename one of your character aspects that isn't your high aspect. So you can do one of those if you wish. And this first session is also a special one where we can rearrange your aspects and stuff a little more aggressively.
Can we do so? Sam, whenever you're free,
Mhm.
can we go over that like not tonight?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, just before the next session, just because I don't entirely know like you said, 3 of my things are basically the same, so I just need a little help with that. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool, thank you. Sorry for being garbage.
No, you're good. It's your first experiment into the system. It's a
Doing
weird
my
system that
best.
takes getting used to.
Okay,
And like I'm certainly not good at it, so I have a lot of
that's
work
not
to
true.
do as well.
I think
No,
you're doing great. Or not, okay.
I'm
I
okay.
think
There's a
you're
lot
doing
of change I
fine.
can do.
Aw.
But it was a fun first session to have with you guys. I'm very excited for the weird nonsense that's going to happen moving forward. Jesus Christ.
Feels like we're gonna need less fate points.
Probably, yeah. Or like doing it a little more holdover, or like making the refresh rate less often. That's actually one option. Is
Oh,
like
I think that might work. Yeah.
yeah, instead of every session, it is when your characters get downtime, you get to refresh.
Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. We'll figure out where and
Mhm.
when to refresh things.
So every
And I need to make you guys roll more aggressively and be meaner to you guys to make you use those fate points.
No. I used a fate point.
I know you did, but look how many you have left.
I only have 2.
Um,
I
that's
only
okay.
have 2.
So, yeah, for next week, we're gonna figure out what your ship name is, because that will come into play. Um,
Sword
and
junkies.
and it would be helpful to me if you guys want to figure out either you want to play along with this guy for a while, or you guys are just planning to get the fuck right off and fucking off with him, flipping him
Okay.
off and running away. So I know a little bit more closely what to plan around.
Okay,
Otherwise,
so
it's
should we do like a vote in the fate chat?
Sure, we can do that.
That way it'll help you know, because you have to, come up with what happens next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, put a little votey vote in.
Put a little booty boot.
Okay.
Booty, 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 booty.
Well, I had fun.
Mm.
Enjoying
Yeah,
it so
yeah.
far.
Yeah, Fate
I'm mad
is a
about
lot
this
of
guy's
fun as a
fucking
system.
breakfast.
Yeah, right.
I
It's
like
a-
that it has.
There was
starting
a
as delivery
secret.
drivers.
There was a secret background thing that I was tracking of how damaged the egg was, but you guys did
Yeah.
very well and cleanly on things.
It
Like
was
if you did a crash landing for this ship, that would have damaged a little bit. If you
Oh,
had fucked up during the chase, that would have damaged a bit.
that's what I thought, that it was
You know,
gonna get damaged.
If you
during
had
that.
gotten into a scuffle with the guys in the airport, that might have it might have gotten hit or something.
Interesting.
you
So
guys did a
everything
very
kind of like
satisfactory
plays a
job.
part, basically.
Yes.
Gotcha. Cool.
eh, oh,
Is everybody leaving right away? I have to pee really bad, so I don't want to like miss saying goodbye to everyone. So can I pee real quick?
Go for it.
Okay, be right back.
What was that? Must have been my imagination.
Must have been my imagination.
A car following us at a safe distance and obeying all the traffic laws. We gotta get out of here.
We gotta get out of here.